Good evening, everyone. I'm Zach Wheeler.
And I'm Maria Cha. Thank you for joining us for 18 News at 6. Tonight, both sides of the aisle breathing a sigh of relief.
After former Governor Andrew Cuomo did not submit signatures to run as a Democrat for the state's highest office, but the former governor could still be making a comeback.
Our 18 News reporter Sarah Wilson joins us now live in the studio to explain why the disgraced Democrat may not be done just yet. Good evening, Sarah.
Good evening, Zach and Rhea. Andrew Cuomo may not be running under a major party, but that doesn't mean he's out of the race. Local leaders I spoke to say they're expecting him to run for governor as an independent, and that could change the landscape of the election.
5 faces filing for governor, but none of them are Andrew Cuomo's. Today was the former governor's last day to submit his 15,000 signatures to run as a Democrat for the state's highest office.
Anything regarding Governor Andrew Cuomo today that you've heard?
I have not seen a petition yet. I have not heard of anything. I mean, my personal opinion is if he's out gathering signatures and no one is aware of it, that's the best kept secret in government right now.
But there's a catch.
The general consensus of thought is that he will try to run it as a third-party independent candidate.
If he does, that means the 3-term Democrat will have from April 19th to May 24th to gather 45,000 signatures, solidifying his run in the June primary.
I believe he has $12 to $14 million left in his coffers. He can hire folks. He would grab that many signatures in New York City alone, I would imagine, in a week's time frame.
Cuomo has not confirmed if he's joining the race for governor, but he has launched ads that some say look like campaign commercials.
5 counties have declined to press charges, and this essentially ends the investigation against Cuomo with no charges filed.
Both sides of the aisle agree. If he does run, he'll probably lose.
I think the sexual harassment allegations are probably going to follow him throughout the rest of his political career.
Governor Kathy Hochul, who replaced Cuomo after he reluctantly resigned last year, is the Democratic nominee for governor. Congressman Lee Zeldin is the Republican one. They won't be without their challengers. Public advocate Jermaine Williams running under the Working Families Party. Other Republicans like Harry Wilson and Andrew Giuliani up against Zeldin in the Republican primary. They'll face off come June.
And the New York Board of Election tells me that as of this afternoon, they had over 300 petitions filed just today. Of course, not all of those signatures are for governor. They're also for multiple other state offices. For now, live in studio, Sarah Wilson, 18 News. Zach and Rhea, back to you.